a fight for the right to be number one. Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To Gordon, out left. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 72 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses.
They're 180, 390. Coming.
Rivers on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3-0 on their opening drive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now here here comes Kansas City. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you. Would be the number ones.
Set, 180. 59. Hey, 79. 79. Behind.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys.
And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone.
Black 15. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long time.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. On the stop, Breeland speaks. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's Jeff Locke now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Ready, 380. Check. Come on. You better break it. Wait, 80 hunt.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're going to start in great field position. And they've been starting in great field position in this one thanks to some great punt returns we see here.
And this is why you hear special teams coaches talk about pressing.
Both all right. Hey, Brown 80. Orange 5-4.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check.
Throwing again. Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
All day, every day.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard.
40 to 180. Black 15. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Play fake. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. After the sack on 1st down, Rivers, Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Black 11.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Just like that. Just like that.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt return.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To throw again, Rivers. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a 1st down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Stay there. Set 180. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Wait, 85.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in.
And just like...
Set 180. 180.
The 1st down throw here for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So, part of the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Black 15! It's 59. Mike the 59. Switch up. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
White, not hot.
Rivers to throw it. Allen's got it over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and possession will switch.
Green 80. 52. Plus the right. 80 weapons. Check 52.
1st down, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers now. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Ready? Hey, Brown 80. Check. Here we go.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rivers. That is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll...
All right, Black 15.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. To throw is Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back with you again.
It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And even 20 yards and a 1st down on the game's very first play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but...
And right away, he lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
15 yards on the play, first down. On first down, it's Rosen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Rosen. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Rosen on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out to the right here to Wilson. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to... Rosen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Drake, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Wilson has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. And Stills over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Patrick Mahomes. He's played it.
49, 80. Monday.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone. They'll start the drive with Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Monday. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And okay, so... After the interception, here's Rosen. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen, and that will be incomplete.
Hey, alert, alert. Watch the run, watch the run. It's stop, baby, that's a baby stop.
From the gun, it's Rosen. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. To throw is Rosen. Ebron with it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go, baby.
Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the left side, this is Stills. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his...
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now it's Rosen looking. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. On 1st down, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's taking it around the 40. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field. Rosen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a...
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City...
Ready, white 25. Okay, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Tillman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now on 2nd and 13, Winston. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jameis to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him.
Ready? Black 25.
On first down, Tillman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it's Chiefs football.
Ready? Black, what is that? 44. It's our time. It's our time.
A first down throw for Winston. Evans has it left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll run on first down. Tillman, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And a catch right side by Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
First down, Winston. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
It all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.